Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. This morning, Statistics Kenya, a research firm, released its poll findings on the most preferred presidential candidates, and the results are very, very interesting. So in this video, I want us to have a look at those results, after which we are just going to see what they mean politically. But before we do that, let's have a look at their past opinion polls on the most preferred presidential candidates. Let's start with January this year. In January, Raila had 39%, Ruto had 44%. Ruto was on the lead. And then in February, Raila had 40%, Ruto had 43%. Raila had gained 1 point, Ruto lost 1 point. But Ruto was still on the lead. And then in March, Raila had 45%, Ruto 42%. Ruto lost 1 point, Raila gained 5 points. That was in March. And then in April, they released their poll findings on the most preferred running mates to both Raila and Ruto, where they found that Ruto, the most preferred running mate for Ruto was Rigathi Gachagua, and for Raila was Martha Karua. And I tend to believe that what maybe these leading presidential candidates might have used in picking their running mates. That was in April. And from those results, you can see that there is a constant kind of a trend. There is a trend. Raila is gaining as William Ruto either stagnates or drops. And if you compare Statistics Kenya and other research firms, the likes of Infotrack Harris, the likes of Tifa, Mizani, the pattern is the same. Raila is actually gaining as William Ruto's popularity declines. That is a constant trend we are seeing in all these opinion polls. So today, Statistics Kenya released its poll findings on the most preferred presidential candidates, and the results are very, very interesting. Raila Odinga, 55.4%. Ruto, 37.1%. That's their latest poll findings they released earlier this morning. Or rather, they released this morning. And you can see that Raila Odinga has opened a very big lead, a wide margin over William Ruto. Raila, as of today, is at 55.4%. Ruto is at 37.1%. So according to Statistics Kenya, if an election was to be done today, Raila would easily win with 55.1%. Ruto would emerge second, 37.1%. Yes. What does that mean politically? That's what I want us to analyze and dissect in this video right now. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. If you dissect those results per region, then you are seeing there party or coalition popularity. Azimio la Umoja is at 47%, Kenya Kwanza 40%, others 13%. That's party or coalition popularity across the country. So Azimio is at 47%, Kenya Kwanza is at 40%. Then if you come to popularity of candidates per region, or rather by region, you are seeing Coast. Raila has 70%, Ruto has 26%. Northeastern, Raila has 59%, Ruto 36%. And then if you come to Eastern, Ukambani and the Wamerus and the rest, Raila has 67%, Ruto 32%. And then Central, and this is a very interesting place I want us to stress on. Central, Raila 52%, Ruto 45%. And then Rift Valley, Raila 37%, Ruto 55%. And then Western, where Mudavadi and Ruto are looking for 70%, Raila has 67%, Ruto 31%. If you go to Nyanza, Raila has 90%, Ruto 6%. And then if you come to Nairobi, Raila 64%, Ruto 30%. Those are their ratings per region. And I fully agree with this opinion poll that it captures somehow a similar feeling on the ground across the country. And I want us to dwell more on this part of Central Kenya, because I know this is the elephant in the room, because for a very long period of time, it was expected and believed naturally that William Ruto will automatically win the mountain votes. That's the perception a majority of Kenyans actually have. But for those who have been keenly following me here, I've always maintained that Ruto will not win the mountain votes. That's exactly what I've been stating here. And I've been saying that because our politics is largely ethnic based. Kenyans at election times, or rather during elections, they abandon all their thinkings and everything. They go to the ballot and they vote according to ethnic lines and party lines. William Ruto has been enjoying popularity on the mountain because of only two factors, which I've been explaining here for some times now. The first factor, William Ruto has been campaigning alone on the mountain for a very long period of time, going there almost on a daily basis. All these other candidates were not campaigning on the mountain. So naturally, William Ruto's popularity had to be high on the mountain. But now that we are seeing all these other candidates also putting serious fight on the mountain, it's natural William Ruto's popularity has to go down. The second factor, yangu kumi ya Ruto kumi, Uhuru Kenyatta's endorsement of William Ruto. That is what has been making Ruto popular on the mountain. And for a very long period of time, it took Mount Kenya residents maybe to come to terms or to reality that Uhuru and Ruto were not together. Some even maybe a few up to now still thought, or rather still thinking, that Ruto and Uhuru are still just playing Raila Odinga. Those have been the thinkings among a good majority of people on the mountain. And such kind of sentiments were being led and spearheaded by Dennis Itumbi and William Ruto himself. They made their people believe that Uhuru and Ruto were just actually playing Raila Odinga, after which they would eventually reunite. That has been the thinking and feeling on the mountain. So a good majority of Uhuru Kenyatta supporters on the mountain were still hanging on to William Ruto, thinking that maybe at some times Uhuru will just support Ruto. But now, as elections are now just near the corner, rather around the corner, reality is now sinking and dawning on Uhuru Kenyatta supporters on the mountain that indeed Uhuru and Ruto are not together. They are political enemies. And that has also been influenced and even been made clear by Uhuru Kenyatta's public actions against William Ruto. In fact, at some times now, for some times, Uhuru was not even shaking William Ruto's hands. And those kind of actions have sent clear signals to Uhuru Kenyatta supporters that Ruto is a political enemy. That's why we are seeing that kind of a shift. And then to make matters even worse for Ruto, Ruto most definitely picked a wrong running mate as his running mate, Rigathi Gachagua. Raila picked the right running mate in the name of Martha Karua as his running mate. Martha Karua is also just causing excitement and increasing Raila's popularity on the mountain. And likely if you look at all Mount Kenya kingpins, even if you leave alone the political leaders, even business-wise, all of them have thrown their weights behind Raila Molo Odinga. William Ruto is just left with first-time members of parliament, the likes of Rigathi Gachagua, the likes of Ndindi Nyoro. Those are first-time members of parliament who have not established strong networks enough on the ground to enable them, convince the masses to support William Ruto. So because of the nature of our Kenyan politics, ethnic-based, I'm seeing Raila not only beating William Ruto on the mountain, but Raila can actually beat William Ruto with a very big margin on the mountain. This opinion poll paints a picture that they are head to head. Raila 52%, Ruto 45%. That to me is a head to head. The difference, the margin is not all that big. But I can authoritatively confirm here that as time goes by, Raila is going to widen his lead over William Ruto on the mountain and also even nationally. That's what I believe, ladies and gentlemen. And if these opinion polls are anything to go by, I'm seeing Raila Odinga winning this year's presidential elections very early in the morning. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Yes. Tamu sana yes.